brother. I think I did it wrong. All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your Proposal Pro coach here. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right, there we go. I just wanted to make sure I'm up for everybody. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? I am so excited about tonight. Listen, I always say that, right? But for real, where is my board? Hold on. This thing, it's getting on my nose. I know I clicked use. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, my bad. All right, listen. You know, when I do that deep sigh, it means something real. I want to have a real conversation with you guys tonight. Something I have been contemplating over the past couple of days because of a conversation I had maybe last week that really surprised me. And in this game of you trying to figure your things out, trying to see if government contracting works for you, trying to see how you can better your future, how you can support your family, how you can build income, wealth, all that other stuff. It amazes me how many people out there just don't either believe in themselves or don't really want it. What I mean by that is, as y'all can see what my title is, sometimes hard truths are the best medicine to, get yourself out of whatever funk or whatever issue or whatever you're having. And sometimes the truth hurts. Does the truth really hurt? Yeah, it could hurt. The truth hurts. And I know what it's like to be told the truth. And it's not that I'm mad at the person who's telling the truth. It's the fact that they're saying it out loud when I already know the truth. And I don't know why we do that as humans. I don't know why we can't hear the truth from somebody else, but we can know what it is, but deny it ourselves. It's crazy. So tonight's topic is a real topic that I want to talk to you guys about why you're not successful in government contracting, why you haven't won. And this conversation is not going to apply to every single person. It's not. Because there are people out there who are putting in the work, who are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it's, they're having a hard time, which we all know that in government contracting, it's not a get rich quick type of thing. It's not a get rich quick type of thing. You can win and you can get rich quick and you can win fast and you can get a lot of money fast. but also it could take months. Sometimes, depending on how you've been taught, how you've been taught, how you've learned how to do the process, who you've been taught by, it could take years. I know when I first started learning government contracting, the mentor that I use, who I bought the course from, the mentor I used, he said it took he said it took him about a year before he was even successful, before he ever won his first. But mind you, he was doing this all alone by himself. He didn't have nobody helping him. He was figuring it out alone. You know, he was probably doing the same thing a lot of you are doing, researching. Well, back in that day, gotta stop saying that. Back in that day, I don't think, well, it wasn't that long ago, but they didn't have ChatGPT back in that day. They didn't have ChatGPT. They didn't probably have a lot of people talking about government contracting for this person to go look up how to government contract, what to do, how to read a document, how to fill this out, how to fill that out, right? So the person that I learned this from, he had to literally figure it out on his own by trial and error. Sending a proposal, they say it's wrong. He contacts them and say, why was my proposal wrong? They tell him, oh, you didn't fill out this document correctly. Then he goes back and fixes it. He submits another proposal. He changes the document that he's supposed to submit, but he still doesn't win. So he asked them, why was this proposal wrong? And they say, oh, your technical statement was lacking XYZ. So he learned from that. So he literally went probably, and I'm just making an assumption, he literally went through trial and error to learn how to do government contracting. He didn't have people like me or have people like other people who are helping people to learn how to government contract. He didn't have people like that on this platform to reach out to and to ask questions and to get information and to, you know, build up his skills. He had to do it by trial and error. That is the type of person that this conversation is not for. Okay, because he is actually trying, he was actually doing what he was supposed to be doing. He was pushing forward and he didn't give up. And yeah, although it may have taken him 1 year to actually win his first proposal, he still won it. And he can literally say he put his blood, sweat, and tears into it. But guys, and don't get mad at me, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I mean, you can get mad at me if you want, but if you know me, you know I'm always going to keep it real, and I'm always going to tell the truth when it comes to teaching you how to do this, because I want you to be successful, but I'm not going to sugarcoat things, right? So tonight's topic is, like I said, a topic that I had with a conversation, a couple of days ago. Somebody sent me something and I was shocked. Like, excuse me? Like, really? And I noticed a lot of people, we like to blame other people for our lack of. It really happens. And it really surprised me that was going on. So I had thought of a thing like, okay, you're not being successful in government contracting. You haven't won any. What have you done? Like, why is everybody else being successful, right? No matter how long it takes, it could take a month, it could take a year, it could take 2 weeks, it could take a day. Everybody's being successful, but you aren't. So what's the common denominator here? And so I thought, well, maybe you're the problem. Maybe you are the problem. Now, like I said, don't get mad at me, y'all. Don't get mad at me. I just want to have a real conversation with you guys, okay? I just want to have a real conversation with you guys. And let's kind of discuss why you haven't been successful in government contracting. And for some of you, not all, you're the problem. You're not successful because you are the problem. Now, when I say you are the problem, what do I mean? I don't mean you're a problem child and you're cursing people out and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Y'all know deep down inside. Let's be honest, please. Let's have an honest conversation tonight. Y'all know deep down inside that you are not doing everything you're supposed to be doing to get where you want to be. Y'all know this. You know you're not. Don't sit here and try to make up excuses or some altered reality in your mind that you're putting your all into government contracting. Yes, you want to do government contracting. Yes, you've heard that people can make millions of dollars off of it. Yes, you know that it's super duper stupid easy because you don't have to do the physical work. Yes, there are people out there who can assist and help you so you don't have to go through all the trials and errors that everybody else had to go through. Yes, we all know this. We know this. But you know, no matter how much you could have started off like, oh yeah, government contracting. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I got the urge. I got the feeling. Okay, sorry. You got that urge to get started because it's something new. It's something brand new. It's something exciting. And you want to jump on the bandwagon and be successful like everybody else. And nothing is wrong with that. Everybody wants that. But then comes the hard parts. You actually doing it. You making the time. You not making excuses. You putting in the work. You trying, you following instructions. You're understanding what needs to be done. And some of you guys, y'all go with the punches. You get knocked down, you get back up. You get knocked down, you get back up. But a lot of you, I'm just going to keep it real. A lot of you who are getting into government contracting will submit one proposal. No, not even submit a proposal. We'll go on sam.gov, look at sam.gov and be like, I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this another day. Why? Maybe because you're lazy. Maybe because you don't believe in yourself. Maybe it's because you don't want it bad enough. You ever want something so bad? Maybe when you was a little kid, you saw a toy that you wanted and you was like, Mama, can I please? Mama, please, please, baby, please. No, not baby. Mama, please, can I have this toy? I'll do anything. I'll wash your car. I'll clean the dishes. I'll clean up my room. I'll do anything. Please just give me this toy. And you do every single thing because all you have on your mind is that toy. And you know that if you can just get that toy, your life will be as a kid, your life will be the best life ever. But it seems like when we become adults, we are more inclined to make excuses to let ourselves down, to cushion the blow of not having the success that you want to have by saying, oh, well, I don't have time, or I can't make time, or I got to find time to do this, right? My motto in life is people are going to do exactly what they want to do no matter what. If somebody said, for those of you who have children out there, if somebody said, your kid, if they don't get this medicine, they're not going to make it. And I use this example because it's the most extreme. But your kid is not going to make it if they don't get this medicine, right? But you know you already working 2 jobs that's only paying you to pay your rent, that's paying you enough money to just pay your rent. You know, getting food assistance, which is nothing wrong with that. Shoot, I wish I can get some food assistance. Anyway, you know you're getting some food assistance, right? You are getting your clothes from Goodwill, which, hey, I'm not down with Goodwill. I like thrift stores, but my point is you are already struggling. You're already struggling. But because your child's life depends on this medicine, are you just going to say, well, you know what? oh my God, I really, really want to get this medicine. But I mean, I don't know. Will it work? I mean, how much does it cost? Does it cost too much? Like, I don't have the money. I gotta pay rent. Will my child like it? Like, you're putting all these excuses as to why you can't get it, right? But are you really going to do that when it comes to the life of your child? I dare anybody to say yes, because you're not. You're going to go figure it out. That's why my motto in life is people are going to do exactly what they want to do no matter what, because you're going to figure out how to get that medicine for that child. I mean, it may be, not a legal way to do it. You may go, you're going to do what you got to do. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to go too deep into it, but you're going to do what you have to do. And you're going to get that money or that medicine for that child. Why can't you apply that same concept to being successful? Why are you limiting yourself and your capability about success? Why don't you have the same drive to be successful? You know government contracting works. You know this is something you want to do. You know this is for you. Yet you still make excuses as to why you haven't won. Oh, they too hard. Oh, I can't get a quote. Oh, I don't know how to submit. Oh, I don't know what to do after. Why? I just want to know why. Like, I really want to know why. Do you not believe in yourself? You don't trust yourself to succeed. You don't trust yourself to follow through. Is that what it is? Because let me tell you, until you change that mentality, you will never be successful. You will never be successful. Why does it take one win to make us like, okay, I'm ready now? Just like when it comes to weight, right? Why do we have to wait until it's too late before we get started? Why do we have to wait until the doctors say, well, if you don't lose 50 pounds, you're going to die, or you're going to lose a leg? Why do we have to wait to the point of no return before we decide to do something about it? Please tell me. I'm really trying to understand, because it kind of irks me a little bit that so many people out here have access to learn how to do this. They submit one time. They say, it don't work. I'm giving up. They'll submit a couple of times and say, oh, this ain't for me. This stuff don't work. But did you really put it all? Did you really call every single day? Did you really work on a solicitation every day? Did you really break down the documents? Did you really follow up? Did you really try to submit and try to understand? Did you contact the contract officer and ask them questions? Did you do all of that? And if your answer is no, then you didn't do what you were supposed to do. Why do y'all do that? And I say y'all because I used to do that, and I still do that when it comes to working out. So I'm not out the box. I'm talking about me too. Okay? I'm talking about me too, but I'm talking about me when it comes to something else. You have the ability. And the thing is, government contracting don't cost you anything. It don't cost a thing. Love don't cost a thing. It don't cost you nothing. But you see the success it can have for people, and you want that success, but you don't want to fight for it? Who do that? Where they do that? So when people come up to me and tell me, oh, this don't work, or I don't believe it, or if I tried this before, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. I really, in the back of my mind, I don't say it out loud, but I'm saying it out loud tonight because of the conversation I had a week ago with somebody that kind of just like, how dare you? Like, what? Blamed everybody else and their mama but themselves. So I had to come out here and I had to say, hey, government contracting works for everybody, but maybe you're the problem right now. Figure out what is not working and fix it. Don't you want the success? Don't you want to be able to travel whenever you want? Don't you want to be able to buy what you want for your kids or your family? Don't you want to buy land? Don't you want to invest in properties? Don't you want to do all the stuff that you have and dreamed of when you were kids? And you know this can do it, but you don't. That's crazy to me. And like I said, I'm not just talking at you guys and I'm not trying to get on you. I do the same thing when it comes to my health. And that's crazy. I need to better my health. I need to be like this. And I am like this with me. I be taking myself sometimes and be like, girl, what's wrong with you? I do that. I do that to myself. And I'm thinking, why aren't you doing this? You know you're supposed to be doing this. But I'm bringing this to you about this topic because so many of you guys reach out to me asking for help. I need help. This not working. I don't know what to do here. But you're not even trying. You want the help, but you don't want to put in the work. What you want is somebody to do it for you. That's laziness. That's being lazy. You can't say, I've been submitting so much. You can't say that, and you've only submitted 3 in 1 year. You can't say this don't work, and you never called a subcontractor or even submitted a proposal. You cannot say that. The reason it's not working is because you are the problem. So what you going to do to fix it? I want to know. Put in the comments. Talk to me. Let's be honest. What is it really? You don't want to do it? You can't say you ain't got the time. Because what I just said, people going to make time for what they want to do. Y'all make time to go to these concerts that you can't afford that cost more than your rent. Y'all make time to go to these games or these sports games. Y'all make time to buy all this expensive clothes you can't afford. But you can't make time to do something that's going to better your financial situation. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Because I'm confused. I'm very confused. So tell me what it really is. Hey, where did comment go? Tell me what it really is. Let's have a real conversation. Maybe we can help somebody tonight break through. Hey. Oh. I lost my, okay. When somebody commented, I was going to respond. Y'all know I respond to all the comments. I don't know what happened to the comment. It disappeared. So, who going to be honest? Who wants to come up and be honest as to why you haven't taken this seriously? Anybody? Or we just going to sit and pretend like I'm not talking to you? Oh, she ain't talking to me because I be working on solicitation. Solicitation, no S. I be working on solicitation. She ain't talking to me. So why? I just want to know why. Like, I genuinely want to know why. Because, like I said, I never thought I would ever win a government contract. I never thought I would win, but I did put in the work. And like I said, I was you guys, a lot of you guys in the beginning. The first 6 months, I was you. Oh, I need a new laptop. Oh, I need to make sure my registration is cool first. Oh, I need to learn everything. I need to do some more research first before I submit. I am so mad at myself that I didn't just start submitting, because on my third submission, I won my first contract. And that was within 2 weeks of me consistently submitting. Some of you guys are going to win your first contract. Some of you guys are going to win on your first contract on your first submission. Some of you is going to take 20 submissions. Some it may take 50. But you cannot give up. If you submitted 1,000 in a year, which is a lot, that's a lot. And then then say this doesn't work, I'll accept that. If you can submit 1,000 in a year and then come to me and say, look, this don't work, this process don't work, I'll accept that. I mean, I'll challenge you and say, well, maybe it's not the process, maybe it's not the process, maybe it's the process you're doing. Like, we have to see like why you're not winning. Because if you submit 1,000, you should at least win one, if that, or more. So if you can submit 1,000, you can come to me and say, I've done all I could. I've done all I could. But if you're not submitting up there, don't come to me and say this don't work. I've tried it before. Don't do that. So we have no brave people who want to have a real conversation. Everybody want to pretend like, dang, what happened to my comment? I'm so mad. Free. I think you liked my comment away. I appreciate the likes though, Free. I love it. But I think you hit so many likes, my comment has disappeared. I love it though. Thank you. But listen, I'm not gonna sit here and keep, beating you up. I just want y'all to realize that your success has to do with your work ethic, the input that you put, the work that you put in. If you're not successful in government contracting, it's your fault. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. If you're not successful in government contracting, it is your fault, because you're not putting in everything 100%. You're giving 42% and saying it don't work. When you start putting 100%, then you can tell me, okay, well, this doesn't work for me, or this isn't working. But none of y'all, nobody is putting 100%. And let's keep it 100. You know you're not. Because it's always some excuse. I've tried it before. Or I went with this person, it didn't do anything for me. And I get it. People out there are not good for everybody. I get it. You have to do your research. You can't just be buying all willy-nilly. I get it. But when you find somebody that you know, man, they talking good and I believe in this, but you still don't take a chance, or you still don't make a move, then you have nobody to blame but yourself. Investing in yourself is a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. I don't know if it's not taught in our community. I mean, to be honest, I never invested in myself as far as like learning how to do something brand new until I had to. Y'all know my story. Got fired by my job, was on unemployment, lived off of unemployment for 2.5 years, but then, the pandemic opened back up. Not opened back up. The pandemic started getting better. Does that make sense? You know what I'm trying to say? The world started opening back up. Unemployment was ending, and I had to figure out what I needed to do. I worked at that job 10 plus years or 10 years, and I didn't have no resume. I didn't want to go work at some fast food restaurant, which no offense to anybody who works for fast food, but I didn't want to work at some fast food restaurant. I didn't want to work at some like corner store or a drugstore or something. I wanted something real. And I didn't know what to turn because I only had $1,500 left in my account. And a friend sent me a video about government contracting that I watched, and I realized, hey, this is something I could do. This is something I can do. It's easy. It don't cost me any money. I don't need any money up front or the products. This is something I can do. But it was $1,200, and I only had $1,500 left in my account. So what am I going to do? If it was you guys, y'all would be like, well, I can't pay for it. I ain't got the money. Right? That's because you didn't believe in yourself. Yes, I understand you have responsibilities. You got to take care of your responsibilities. But when you're gonna take care of your responsibility, meaning your responsibility to yourself, to invest in you, to lift you up. I don't think we get taught that. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think we get taught that. But I decided to buy the course anyway because I believed and I knew that I was not going to fail. I had to get this. I had to get this right. And as you can see, it paid off because I am where I am today because I took that chance on me. When are you going to take a chance on yourself? You don't even have to take a chance. When are you going to go for it? When are you going to go for what you know you can do? Don't be scared. Believe in yourself. Have faith, whatever you want to use. And know that you can do it if you put your mind to it. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's real. So next time you're looking at government contracting, you're wondering why this isn't working, or I'm going to put it to the side, and you wonder why you can't be successful, just look at the mirror. Look in the mirror and say, the reason why I'm not successful is because it's my fault. That's all I have to say. I hope I wasn't too harsh. I hope I touched on something you got, maybe help somebody come to a realization that, you know, they need to do better. Since nobody want to say nothing, I'm getting off because I told you I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself. Y'all going to talk to me. Okay, thank you for talking to me. That always happens when I be about to get off, so there's somebody want to comment. You just need to know what you're doing. I understand. We all need to know what we're doing, right? But that shouldn't stop you from doing it. Let me ask you one of my nieces asked me this. She's like, how do I know what I don't know? How do I research what I don't know? It's easy. In order to research what you don't know, you research what you don't know. For example, let's just use this for example. I don't know how to submit. So how am I supposed to submit? So what you research is, how do I submit? I mean, that's easy. That's easy, right? So if you just need to know what you're doing, there are plenty things out there to help you. There's me, my workshop that I teach you from step by step. I teach you the whole process, and you submit in the workshop. There are courses out there. There are research. There are other people that can help you assist. So if you don't know what you're doing, what are you doing to help you figure that out? That's what I want to know. right? Because most people, and I'm not saying this is you, but most people be like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. So then what they do? They don't do nothing. They put it on the back burner. I'll learn it later. Or this ain't for me. Or this don't work. It's the day of technology, y'all. You can figure things out. You can find, if you cannot find out how to do something, once again, don't get mad at me, y'all. But it's your fault. Because there's so much information out there. If you don't ask, you don't open your mouth, you don't say you need help, you don't ask for help, you won't know. You'll just keep running in circles. And I don't want that for y'all. That's why I go live on Saturdays. Call me now live. And maybe I get a person to call. I am probably one of the only people who go live and allow you guys to call in to ask me questions, any questions about government contracting. Do y'all do it? No. Some of y'all do. But do y'all, majority of do it? No. And I have enough followers to be able to call in. What you afraid for? What are you afraid of? I don't know. I don't know. So if you need to know what to do, go figure it out. I'm here for you. My workshop is September 22nd, how to build and submit a government proposal in just 3 days. We walk through every single section of submitting and building a proposal. And you submit it. And guess what? You could win it as well. But are y'all going to go figure that out? For the people who do, good for you. And for the people who are making excuses as to why you can't or why you shouldn't, when you're not successful in government contracting, and I'm not just saying because you're not coming to my workshop, I'm just saying in general, then you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is on me. I'm just saying. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Sorry for if I hurt anybody's feelings, but I had to have this real conversation tonight. I had to have this real conversation tonight. I wish I could find that comment. Whatever. I quit. So y'all have a good night. I am, I'll do some water. Remember, guys, I'm on here every night. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you want more information. I am here to answer whatever questions y'all have. Y'all don't even ask questions during the live. I don't know if there's a feature on here that's not allowing you to ask questions. So, I mean, TikTok be tripping sometimes, so maybe. But YouTube and Facebook, you guys are here. You can ask whatever question you want. But if you don't utilize that or take advantage of it, then like, what's the point? But I will be live every day. I've made it a promise to myself to be committed to going live every single day because my people are out there. Somebody out there wants my help. Somebody out there needs my help. Somebody out there has a question that I can answer. And I'm waiting for that person to show up. So I will be here live every night, except on Sunday nights. I'm not going to go live on Sunday. I need a break. But I will be here live every night, 8 p.m. Central Time. And remember, guys, on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Central Time, I do go live. I open up my phone line where you can actually call me. My number will be in my link tree, or it'll be scrolling on the page when it's that time. But you can call me and ask me whatever questions you have. And I'll be glad to answer them. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I will speak to you guys later. This will be my only rant for this week. Okay. Everything else will be cheery. Tomorrow we'll talk about, I don't know. If you are watching this video later on and you want a topic, go ahead and put it in the comments. You know, I'm willing to talk about whatever you guys want to keep you engaged, because you don't want to talk anyway. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Have a great night. Be safe. What's today? Monday. Oh, Monday. Y'all know y'all gotta get up and work in the morning. So I will talk to you later. You know, Map. Yo, Map. I'm gonna get you, Map. Because I don't know if you know me, but you know I have to answer every question. Why you wait until I'm about to get off to ask another question, Map? You doing that on purpose. I hope you're not at work and sneaking watching me, but I do appreciate it though. Okay, Map said, is government contracting the only thing you do? Yes, it is. Besides teaching government contracting to other people, my main business, which takes care of my bills and pays my lifestyle and all that other stuff, is government contracting. Map. I've been out of work since 2019. 2021, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. That's 7 years. I have not worked for a company. I worked in 2020. I opened up my own business. Damn. Map. Wow. I just realized that. I opened up my business 7 years ago. Wow. I can't believe that. I have not worked for anybody in 7 years. I've worked for myself for the last 7 years. Government contracting has been taking care of me for the last 7 years. Wow. Wow. Thank you, Map, for making me realize that. Crap. I need to. That was a realization to me. Okay. Anyway, but yes. That's what I do. Government contractor is what I do. And I teach other people to do it as well. Okay. Any more questions, Matt, before I say I'm about to go? and you ask me another question. I love the questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And I will always answer your questions. But don't wait till I get ready to get off to throw the questions in there though. All right, guys. So I will catch you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you guys are watching this, YouTube and Google is my news and research. Okay. If you guys are watching this, please, if you're watching this later after this has gone off, go ahead and put it in the comments, what you want to talk about. I'm going to talk about whatever you want to talk about if I can. I don't know everything. I never claim to know it all. But if you're watching this, I got you. Okay. All right. I'm not playing with you no more, Map. I will see you guys later. Have a good night. I will catch you tomorrow. And remember, on Saturdays, I go live 1 p.m. Central Time. Open the phone lines and I answer all questions. Okay. And you can always still text me as well. Anytime during the week. I answer all text messages every Saturday. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you later. Have a good night. Bye.